We're here. It kind of looks like it. Wow. Now that we're here, let's just run up and grab the Sword of Mana then. Whoa! There's a fire seal on it. And we have to battle the boss of this area, F-Light, also known as Ifrit. Ifrit, if you're a fan of Final Fantasy, is a fire elemental summon. And in this case, he has 3 separate forms. He has this lava bubble form where he will bounce around the arena. He has his head form here where he will fly around the arena, and he's rather annoying in this one. And he has his full form where he will be in a lava pool and he'll shoot fireballs at you. Kind of like that. Lester's just being a dipshit right now because he doesn't understand that the lava will hurt him. If you have magic, if you're a caster, Undine is by far the easiest way to deal with this guy. I mean, seriously, I beat him in like 10 seconds with Elena. So, if you're a magic caster, use Undine and a bash trait weapon, preferably the Nux, so you can run it over him several times. If you're a melee character, use the bow. You might want to use Undine as well, but I handle them easily enough without needing to use Undine. So, just watch for the lava pools because there's no safety net on them. So, you can run in and then you'll be screwed because you'll be burnt and then you won't be able to do anything. And that's no fun. That's the Sword of Mana? It's a dinky little thing, isn't it? It's all rusty and stuff. Well, Bogard and Cibba were saying that the sword shined when held by the chosen person, so the chosen wielder. So maybe that has something to do with why it's rusty. I mean, we just picked it up, so it's not like we're... Yeah, exactly, Lester. We just picked it up, so our emotions aren't exactly running high here. Yeah. I mean, it's got to be the Sword of Mana, and even if even if we aren't sure at this point, we can always take it back to Elena and Willie and have them read the mana signature on it. Besides, didn't they say that it was buried in Subsea Volcano? So, well, yeah, let's head back to Ish and convulge with Cibba about our discovery. And thankfully, we get a warp in order to get there. Thanks, Sella. Always the doting mother. Yeah, what happened to you two? I mean, you are Mana Clan, so you would think you would have gotten to the Sword of Mana first. Well, you did, technically, because I played your file first to get there, but in any case, I'm glad that everyone's safe. So now, about this Sword of Mana. How do I make it shine again? Oh, this music is so suspenseful. It's pretty cool. Here you go. So what do I have to do? Well, is Duke a Gemma? Because that might be a part of it. That's it, Bogard, the Legend of Mana. What do you mean? The real story? Enlighten me, old man. You're f***ing kidding me, game! You gotta be kidding me! What? That's ridiculous! Are you serious? Oh my god! Then what the hell? They're legends! They're supposed to be true in RPGs! 100% of the time! It's stereotypical! This is crazy. And you know what's worse? They knew! They knew the whole time! And they didn't say shit! I need an aspirin. This is making my head spin. Really, Duke, you get it. Enlighten me. Because I'm very pissed off right now. Well, yeah, that's what they said in the legends. Ah, see? There you go. Legends tell of this sword becoming the holy sword that defeated Vandal. But they are stories, after all. So, let's say I had a tree branch, and I killed the most universally evil man on the face of the earth. Now, by killing the most evil man on the face of the earth with a tree branch, that's like a level of badassery never seen before on the face of the earth. So people would hail me as a hero, and they would drum up the tree branch as being something worthy of a hero. So the point isn't that we have the sword. The possession itself has nothing to do with this, with the fact that it's the sword of mana. Heck, the mana goddess could have held it and it could have been a rusty sword. The point of the matter here is that the sword is a measure of a person's worth. Exactly, Cibba. And what is in the person's heart, the strength of their heart, is the main reason why, is the main thing that causes the sword to shine. Because hopes and dreams are what fuels this game. Well, not really, Bogart. I mean, it wasn't something you could have just spelled out because, well, you're going to say it in 1 second anyway, Cibba. Exactly. See, being a psychology major, I can know this more than anyone because I know how human behavior and learning works, so some things are best learned through experience. This being one of them, though it's still quite unfair that we had to go through all that for essentially nothing. Well, how do you figure? I mean, he's still trying to blow up the world and take countless lives, so I don't think he's even learned this lesson. That's true, because someone can just as easily snatch it up from under your feet. That's true as well. I mean, even though Julius knows that this is a fleeting vision of him ruling the world with mana power, he's still going to go through with his plan of trying to destroy the entire population of the world, because he's an existentialist like that. Well, like I said, Cibba, you and Bogart don't really have reason to stop him. You did what you could in the old days, like way back when. Now you have to leave it to the youth of today to do it. Lester, Willie, Elena, and Duke will do it. What do you mean, promise? Well, I'll explain that whole thing in a little while. Oh, that's true. Now that Julius is dependent, there's no way for us to get into the sanctuary, let alone get there before he does. So how are we supposed to stop him, then? Oh, yeah. Cibba did talk about that previous to this. Oh, it was a bridge, not a tower. Well, I guess they're the same thing here, because Sanctuary is essentially supposed to be like Eden, or the Gates of Heaven, or whatever you believe in, some sort of ethereal body in the sky. Okay, so how are we supposed to unseal it, though? Oh, no. Well, that means our only way out is cut off. Huh. It sank into the glass desert. Yeah, so what are we supposed to do now? This is looking very well hopeless with each passing minute. Oh, Sella. I love you. You always come through at the exact moment when we need it the most. Spill it, Bogart! Oh! Wow. I didn't expect that. Nice job, Cibba. Sealing the whole tower? Jeez. He must be more powerful than he let on when he was in the level 30s when he was with Duke. Well, you were going to live for 500 more years anyway, so there was bound to be some sort of problem. Huh. Well, yeah, it's kind of like the whole idea of the 7 days of creation, where I know this is kind of going into Christian mythology again, but God created the earth essentially in the image of, in His image, and He created trees essentially like Eden. Or did He create Eden first? Yeah, He created Eden first, and then He created everything around it afterwards, because Eden was like the prototype sanctuary for everyone. But Mana Sanctuary is made in image. The world is made in image of the Mana Sanctuary, but the Mana Sanctuary itself is ethereal. It's a heavenly body, essentially. Well, then I guess the path for us is clear, isn't it? Well, I know, but I mean, we just went through a whole bunch of trials in the Subsea Volcano and the path to it. I don't think that a tower is going to stop us now. Oh, I've been ready, Cibba. I've been ready to wring Julius's neck. See, this was what the whole quest to find the Sword of Mana was about. It was to essentially give them, rid Duke and Elena and their partners of their doubts, so that way they would go through this quest with conviction. If they do so, they could allow the sword to shine again, even though it only shined in Granz's fairy tales. But the idea is that it's the principle, you know? What's up, Sella? Got quiet all of a sudden. Well, yeah, we're the main characters. What about it? Oh, Sella. See? There you go. Motherly instincts. God, why are women so intelligent? I have to try hard to be intelligent, while you women are so intelligent that you can just do that and be the smartest person in the room like that. I don't envy you, though. I really don't envy you. For good reason, but just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing very well. Of course, Willie would be the one to say, "You got that right, let's eat." Now, this is probably the only cutscene in the game that I'm going to talk over. Simply because it's very happy, you know? It's different from most of the cutscenes where there's despair in it. So. Also, look at how many plates of food Willie has eaten. Oh my god. There's like, look at Willie versus Duke. It's ridiculous. Duke's eating like 5 plates of food, which is fine for a person like him, and Willie's eating like 20, and he's still going at it. Look at the chicken he's eating. It's like a whole chicken. And he's still eating it. Oh my god. And Lester's like, I'm gonna go throw up now. Thanks. Oh, man. What a motley crew. They're quite a cast of characters. Reminds me of my work buddies. Oh, boy. And we're supposed to have hope of them saving the world. I think we're in deep shit now. No, I have complete faith in the main characters here. However, there is a little bit more introspectiveness to go before Act 4 has finished. The music here is very peaceful. Unfortunately, it stays with the bells. The piano version on the OST of this game is so much better. I mean, I can hear it in my head as the music is going off here because I've listened to it so many times. I'll probably upload that track somehow in here. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I'm done with this game. But of course, we have to have a moment between the main characters. I almost don't want to say anything because I feel like I'm interrupting their privacy. Well, yeah, it's Amanda. She was the only one that was really pure of heart amongst us. Because protecting someone you care about is one of the most important things you can do in this world. See here, with Elena, you kind of get a little bit more of an idea that there's a little bit of romance going on here, but with Duke's story is a little bit more focused on dungeon crawling than it is on story, really, but that's understandable. Aww, he cares about you, Elena. Yeah, seriously. No screwing up like we did 10 years ago. Nope. None at all. The way that she said that, where she paused before saying his name, gives you the romance part. I love this shot. It's so awesome. With the stars shining and everything over them. It's just such a good shot. Okay, so I think now, unlike what I did in Act 3, where I actually went ahead and explored the town and everything, I'm gonna end off Act 4 of Sword of Mana right in this house. So that's it for this episode of Sword of Mana and this act of Sword of Mana. Next time, we're in the home stretch. We're going to find out what it is we have to do to raise Dime Tower from Cibba, and then we're going to go out and do it. No side quests or anything. Nope. None whatsoever. You know I'm kidding. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Take care.